Good morning, Lunker Seekers. I'm coming to you today. I'm going to share a new toy I got. I'm always adding, I'm still building on the kayak. Still haven't gotten my lithium ion deep cycle battery yet. That's on the roll right now. I'm going to continue using my lead acid for a little bit. Got a few things I'm going to do to the kayak, but one of which, the main thing is, as you can tell by this video shot right here, I'm using my phone. So I've been relying solely on my phone to do all my video, and I want to branch out, and I've been wanting to do this for a while and get more of a wide angle type outdoor camera, action camera. So obviously, the most popular one out there right now is the GoPro. Phenomenal cameras, but they're a little out of my price range, especially if I'm wanting to do 2 or more cameras on my kayak. So which I do want to do at some point, because I want to mount one on the front facing me, and then I'm either going to wear one on headgear or possibly mount one behind me to get a point of view shot from behind me. But the headgear option is definitely something I can use when I'm doing like bank fishing, going to the pond, things like that. Okay, instead of using the creative yet very non-functional chesty mount that I created out of a lanyard style koozie and a bungee cord to strap on my phone. It was okay. It's sad. I know it's sad. So, but it worked. Okay, it worked. But it didn't give me the wide angle that I was looking for. I was not able to really get the catch of the fish and the release of the fish and things of that nature. So I'm hoping my most recent investment, will give me what I'm looking for. Okay, and so the big thing for me was I wanted something that was weatherproof, water resistant or waterproof, wide angle lens, but lightweight, but I needed it to be cost effective. Okay, I'm a father of 5. I fish on a budget, so you could possibly refer to me as the frugal family fisherman. Okay, so it is what it is. So I was doing some research, came across a video by Chad Hoover of Kayak Bass Fishing, and he was doing a comparison review of the GoPro versus the Tactacam fisheye. Okay, so that's what I decided to invest in, was the Tactacam fisheye. So there's a couple of reasons why, and the ones that he pointed out to me, there were a couple that he pointed out to me in the video that were the deal breakers for me. Okay, battery consumption is a huge thing for me. I want to be able to get the most out of it, or at least have a hardwire option available. This has a hardwire option, and it's really not very expensive to do. That was one. 2 was battery consumption. No, take that back. 2 was I wanted to be able to control more than one unit, okay, without having it have a draw on, an excess draw on the battery, or having to go and physically turn one off and off on the other. With the GoPro, you can give voice commands, but the problem with that is you give a voice command to turn one on. If you have more than one, you may be turning both of them on. You may be turning both of them off. You don't know. So with this, Tactacam offers a handheld remote that you can control. They say up to 3, but Chad was saying he's actually controlled, I think, 4 or 5 off of it. I doubt seriously I'll get that many. My initial goal is going to probably be 2. I may do 3 later, but we'll see. But I wanted one I can mount to the headgear, which I have here. Okay, so when you buy it, it's only $199. This was the third thing. The price point is where I needed it to be. So a GoPro, a brand new GoPro Hero 8. Okay, I wasn't even looking at the Hero 9. I'm looking at the Hero 8. Okay, trying to keep my price down. Still $300, $400, depending on where you go. Okay, and you can find them on eBay for like $279 or something like that. And if you buy an open box, that's fine. But I'm a little wary about buying used equipment or refurbished equipment, especially refurbished equipment like this. Electronics that are used outdoors, it's refurbished usually for a reason. And you can't stop liquid damage. You can't stop corrosion. You can't repair a liquid damaged phone or camera or device like that that's been exposed to moisture and the corrosion process has started. The only way to correct it is to replace it. So a refurbished one from an outdoor standpoint, to me, didn't make a lot of sense. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm just saying for me, I wasn't comfortable with it. So I got a brand new one. These are only $199, so almost half of what you would pay for a Hero 9, okay? Almost half of what you would pay for a Hero 8. So it does have the wide angle lens. I think it's like 160-degree angle. You can buy replacement lenses, adaptive lenses for this. So this piece right here unscrews, and you can buy a 2-pack of lens that will go over this and make it a wider angle or a more narrow angle for zoom shots, which I think is pretty cool. A 2-pack is only $35. It's not really expensive. There is a remote control feature that I really liked about this. So the remote control feature, you can control up to 3 of these. Chad was saying in his video, he actually had up to 5 connected to his at some point. But the remote control, to me, is a huge deal. Be able to turn, control which one is recording, be able to flip back and forth. So you don't have to have both of them on all the time unless you want to, but you can control which one's on and which one's not. So I think that's pretty cool. The other thing is you got a locking back cap that pulls off, okay? Once you unlock it, it pulls off, and it's got your serial number, and it's got the mode colors. So if you want it in loop mode, which I think is pretty cool, you leave it in loop mode. It's constantly recording. After you've caught that fish, you just click that power button that's on the top once, the black one. Just press it once and you'll feel it vibrate. And what that does is it saves the previous video and then starts over. So you're not filling up your card super fast. You can get more shots of you actually catching fish instead of wasting video time on just open water, things like that, which I think is pretty cool. So it does support up to 128 gigabyte micro SD memory card, which is what I'm using. You want to go with a high speed. I think mine was a UHS rating of 3. The Extreme Series SanDisk, I like SanDisk because they have a 3-year warranty. So that's all I go with. I've tried other brands. I've even bought brands that were made by the camera that I actually purchased. I'm not going to say names, but I bought a certain branded camera that sells their own branded memory card, and their card wouldn't even work in the camera. As soon as I put in a SanDisk, it worked. So that, to me, I'm locked in on SanDisk. I'm not going to go anything else. And then it's got a removable battery. So it takes about 3 hours to charge up the battery. The battery lasts about 2.5 hours of recording time, as long as you're not connected to your phone by Wi-Fi, which is another cool feature of this. You can use a Wi-Fi connection through your phone. This has a Wi-Fi transmitter in it, and you connect this up as a Wi-Fi transmitter through the Tactacam Fish Eye app, and you can actually set up your viewfinder, be able to set it up and everything to where you want it. And I've got mine set up to where when I wear it on my headgear, it's got the proper angle. But like if I change this over to my kayak, which I have a front mount I'm going to put on it, and then I can change the angle so that I will get a better front view, and I can view it and set it up while I'm sitting on the kayak, which is pretty cool. I like that. So I've already invested in an articulating arm mount and a Scotty rail to bolt down on the front. my FS128T, it already has the Yak Power package in it. So there's an outlet right there. The 2-prong outlet is already at the bow of the boat. So all I've got to do is just mount that rail next close to that, run me a cable. I'll pick up like a USB-C cable. That's what this uses, is USB-C port. And then I'll cut one end of it off and then splice in that little 2-prong plug so I can plug it into the outlet. Boom, I've got power for the front. So I think that's pretty cool. So you can get a power cap that replaces this, that allows you to keep it constantly powered through a cord like that, which again, I'm going to invest in that. To me, that's a wise investment if I'm going to be on the water for a long time. Don't have to buy a bunch of batteries. I'll probably buy at least one more battery, maybe two, and a dual battery charging base. They sell those. Again, the accessories are not super expensive. When it's all said and done, if I have two of these and the accessories, I'll probably have a total of like maybe $500 invested in all of it. Okay, maybe $549, $550, $560. How much does one GoPro Hero 9 cost? Compare the two. I'm not going to tell you. You go look. Okay, I think you'll be surprised at how much of a value these are. They're not super heavy. I like the compact size. Color scheme, if I drop it, I'm not going to lose it. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's what I've got going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach some video content recorded from this at the end of this little segment, and hopefully I'll have some fish being caught in the footage. So hang tight. That's about to come up. Appreciate you tuning in, and as always, tight lines. I'm just going to go down here. Now I know why I don't fish that spot. I got to get out here with a kayak. No two ways about it. But it looks like there's some movement down here in this flat. Maybe the fish have moved up and started feeding on that. So there were some bait fish out here last time I came out. You could see like brim and small bass were breaking on them. If I can't get a bite on anything large on my lures, that may downsize and try to get something off of a small spoon or a smaller lipless that I've got. See if I can get a better response off of that. Yeah, the water's actually come up some, even more so than last time. Wow. Okay. Good bit more. We're about maybe 2, maybe 3 feet away from full pool. Yeah, because usually I can go over here and stand and cast. I'm not able to do it now. Okay. Yeah, we're almost back to full pool, brother. The ripples out through here. I think we might catch something today. island now is covered up in water over there. There's a little point. Yeah. We're getting smaller and smaller in our available locations to actually fish. I'm gonna start having to bring out my kayak and fish the pond with that. But that'll be fun. It'll be something new. Check that out. Increase my fishability a little bit. Okay, so been walking around the pond. Started way down there, worked my way around here, got a few casts under this tree, decided to come over to this corner and then cast down the shoreline. Well, about 5 casts in, this is what I got. Holy crap. So as you can see, it's the H2O Express Gold with a black back. Oh, one of my go-tos. I love this thing in cold weather. Been throwing the red with a black back, but for whatever reason they weren't hitting it today. But this is a nice fish, man. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can swap it around. I was hoping to get this Tactacam, but of course the battery went out on it. So there you go. Nice, it's about a 2-pounder, maybe 2.5. It's got a nice belly on it. They've been feeding up. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Just got off the phone with Jesse from Fishing Chaos, trying to get the club page set up for the tournament series, and thought I'd put the line in the water. So there you go. Hopefully there'll be some Tactacam footage, kind of see how this thing is working out. You can see how I got it mounted on my on the head mount on the sides, try to get that point of view. But I'm stoked, man. What do you think? All right, so we're gonna put this bad girl back in the water here in a second, and I'll video the release. Pretty good guess, 2.75 on the AccuCull. I am very pleased. Nice way to end the afternoon. All right, so we're gonna let this pretty girl go. Let's see here, we're gonna let her down here. Release that clip. She should be good to go. Let's go, baby. Go on, swim off. And there she goes. Tight lines, everybody. Appreciate you watching.